I've had quite a number of cars in a span of a year after getting my license. From the first blue car I've ever had to this 2013 Golf TSI. I've spent a lot of money on cars, and it got me wondering if the more expensive and the more modern the car, the better it is. So in this video, I thought I'd make a comparison with this red Subaru Impreza I've got for 4 grand and this Golf TSI that I've bought for almost 10 grand. Let's start with the 9 grand car. Let's see. So first, as you can see, that there is a little bit of dent here. It's not very obvious, but it's quite obvious when seen in the sun like that. I don't know. I think, yeah, I mean, it's alright. It doesn't ruin the status. It's overall brand new. It has a new engine. It's actually just got a new engine. It has 65,000 Ks on the engine, but the car's body has a total of 170, so all tires are brand new. It has its overall looks brand new. It doesn't have much scratches aside from that one dent there, and it just hasn't been cleaned, that's all. It was just fresh out of the mechanics. Well, it's just fresh out of the mechanics because it needed that engine replacement in the $9,000 car. Well, it's a Volkswagen. That's what we could tell. It definitely has really high-tech style. Now, it is currently off, but I will turn it on because it's pretty warm here in Australia. But anyway, so as you can see, it's manual. It's 6-speed manual for a 2013 car. This is my first modern manual car, and honestly, the gear stick, it feels very, very weird. Now, this is what it looks like when you start it. Very nice, I like that. Very modern, and of course, no surprise, AC works, heater works, everything. The dash is very clean. Look, it has these functions that I have not had in my previous cars. How do you use it? See, it's very high tech. It's touch screen and stuff. It also has Bluetooth, which is already embedded within the car once you buy it. So yes, this Golf is overall much newer, manual, has a turbo, and is very generic. Another car you can spot on the road. However, this Golf has had issues when I got it when it was blowing smoke and going limp mode, which makes it not my most favorite car. The reason for it doing that is because the turbo died at first, but then the engine followed after the turbo was replaced, so the engine had to be replaced as well. $5,000 car. I've always wanted this car since I was in high school. This particular style, and I really like the bug-eye, and I'm very glad that I got one that is kind of close to the WRX, because look at that. It has those seats and that steering wheel, which I'll show more in a sec about the interior, but it does have brand new wheels as well, just like the $9,000 car. And well, the $5,000 car, as you can see, doesn't have much paint fade. I mean, the one at the top is definitely starting to show some paint fade, but aside from that, it is alright. I mean, the spoiler has been colored black. I don't know why the previous owners did that. It wasn't a good idea. I mean, look, that red is still good. There's definitely a lot of imperfections in the body that are a bit noticeable, like this pit chip right here, and well, also there are more here at the front. Yep, those chips as well. But other than that, everything is very functional about the car. It runs, but also the wiper, this thing doesn't work. Just like in the early 2000s, as you can see, WRX seats. Well, the sun is kind of messing up with the camera, but yeah, I actually have the WRX seats. So these seats are bucket seats that are really comfy when driving, and it has 213,000 kilometers. That is, of course, original kilometers. This car didn't have, or rather didn't need, a change of engine like the other car. But as you can see, it's very average. The car is very average as what you'd expect from cars of the old times. Of course, I'm very glad at least that the AC works. What I'm trying to compare in this car and that car is how like not the interior but like the state of it. So for $5,000 I have a car that it still has a clock. It's right there. It's just really hard to see, but that works. I'm so happy that it actually works. So now I have a clock inside my car. That is of course correct. I finally have these lights back, and I am very happy about the fact that I finally have a Momo steering wheel again. I have not seen a Momo steering wheel since my Subaru Liberty, which is my second car. And unfortunately, it's not a manual transmission. Now, the reason for that is I just needed a runaround car. The thing that I would like to feature is also that this car makes some really nice noise. Alright, here we are back at the $9,000 car again, and man, I haven't actually had it for like a huge drive, but I want to give it a little bit of a spin tonight because I'm quite curious. I've been using the red car to go to work and back, but now that this is back from repairs, I want to see what it can do. Now, first things first, that the indicator is at the left. Holy f, that's, you know, weird. Hand off. Applied. Oh, I need to apply the brake in order to disable the hand brake. Oh my gosh. Well, as I mentioned, this car is very modern. Alright. Now, this thing has 1.4 liter turbo. This is also my first turbo car. However, the problem is that it's 1.4 liter. Now, 1.4 liter is like nothing, and the turbo for Volkswagens are pretty small. It accelerates quite nicely compared to the last time I drove it, because the last time I drove it, it doesn't want to give power. I've been driving automatic for a while. Thank goodness I haven't forgotten how to drive manual. Oh shit, it's pretty fast actually. It's not fun fast because I've driven a GTI, but whoo, it accelerates quite well. I want to know how fast it can accelerate to 60 kilometers. 0 to 60 kind of thing. Its suspension is very, very new and very smooth compared to the Impreza, which feels like driving a goddamn clown car. Oh my gosh, okay. I wasn't prepared for that. When I put my foot on the floor, it literally goes. It pulled me. Wow, I was quite surprised, you know? Again, this car surprised me because I haven't driven it, and it's been at least a month since I've driven a manual car. Oh, it's still very weird. Alright, and I have to press the clutch, of course, depress the clutch before you twist the key. It's just that kind of car. Now, here I am at my Subaru Impreza. Now, sometimes mess this up. Indicator at the right. Yep, completely opposite. German and Japanese cars. Now, this car relatively has 2.5 liter engine, which is actually much higher than 1.4. The only thing that really makes the 1.4 stand out is because of its turbo, but I wonder if this car would be just as fast as that turbo car. I feel like if I do that again, it will explode the engine. Typical Subaru things. 2.5 isn't too bad, but as you can see, the tachometer is right here at the very right instead of the very left. So as you can see, it doesn't require 9.5 grand in order to get a really good car. For example, that GC8 first generation Impreza only cost me 2.5 grand. I wasn't able to make a video of it, but it was manual and it was very loud. It is indeed comfortable to have a high-tech car such as the Volkswagen, which I got for 9.5. But I don't feel ready to drive modern manual cars because of how they feel. They're strange. I prefer having automatic modern cars as they feel more natural that way instead of being manual, while old cars can remain manual because they feel natural that way. Some more music and car stuff are in the making, so I'm not able to upload in a long time. I've been actually just busy with other stuff, but in any case, thanks for watching and please subscribe and leave a like.